Hey, Paradise Lutheran Church. As I mentioned, we are going to begin doing our question and answer Fishbowl. And our question for today is, could Jesus have sinned? Of course, before I go into my answer for that question, I want to invite you to pause and ask your close neighbor, your spouse, your family, somebody you know this question, and maybe strike up a conversation. And then come back and I will try to give you an answer. This answer is probably not going to satisfy you in any way. It's going to kind of take it right down the middle. In the church, it's actually a debated topic about whether God or whether Jesus could sin. Right? On one hand, Scripture tells us that he went through the same temptations as us, and of course, where we think of as temptation brings us to sin. But the other struggle is that Jesus is God incarnate, meaning that he is God. And by the definition of what sin is the separation between us and God. It's the chasms that form. So can Jesus actually sin because he is God? But at the same time, the idea of experiencing the same temptations as us, does that imply that he's able to sin? And as I read this question, I thought of actually something slightly different. When Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane, he asked that the cup be taken away from him. That there is this call and plea to the Father that the death that he's going to experience would not happen to him. And it ends with a phrase with, if this could be, or that idea that if it could be something else, or somebody else could take my place, I would like that. And some people have read that as an insecurity in what Jesus is going to do, that his death, that he's unsure about it. But as one of my professors shared once, that it's not insecurity, but rather it shows an alignment between Jesus' ministry and the ministry of the Father, that they're joined in desire. See, what we see in Jesus is that Jesus is able to do the thing that none of us are able to do. He's able to live a life without sin. So by definition, the purpose of Jesus is to be without sin. The whole purpose of him coming down is to be without sin. So asking the question of could he sin, in a weird way defeats the purpose. It doesn't matter, because the whole purpose of Jesus coming is that he's able to resist sin. That the whole mission is about him not sinning. Continue to send in your questions, and I'll attempt to answer them. Hope to hear from you all soon. God bless and take care.